Oh, hey there. Are you ready for a fast-moving conversation with an industry expert to get actionable dealership insights? Then look no further. This is Fireside Five, and here's your host, Susan Givens.
This is Susan Givens, and I'm the publisher of AutoSuccess, your host today for Fireside Five. We have Keri Cohen. She's the Chief Marketing Officer and the Chief of Staff for CallRevu. Welcome, Keri.
Hi, Susan. Thanks so much for having me. It's always nice to be back, and Happy New Year.
So let's jump right into our questions. With inventory and competition shifting again, what's one misunderstood concept about phone calls and conversations intelligence that dealers need to learn in 2026?
I would say, one of the biggest things, especially when it comes to the phone, is, thinking of phone calls as a channel where in fact it is a revenue driver and is a real-time intent signal. So not, actually thinking about your phone system and phone calls as a means of getting leads, as a means of communication, but more so being like that foundational piece of things where, it really is the strongest expression of like buying intent or even service intent that we see. And it's far stronger than a form fill or a click. So really kind of, shifting that mindset that like, dealers that are winning, right, are using conversation and calls as operational data and not just as like QA artifacts.
Is this something that takes longer, or can it be done in a shorter amount of time?
It doesn't. All you need really is that mindset to take action, right? Because first and foremost, it really starts with like visibility. So, it's not saying you need to have this complete transformative like overhaul of systems and processes, but, think about from like a daily mindset, right? Of, okay, from an implementation, what are 3 things that you can track consistently, right? Like, you speak to a number of customers every day. So like, why did the customer call? Like, was it answered correctly? And like, what happened next? And that's something that is going to instantly give you more visibility than you might have had before. And something that you can start on day 1. And, at the end of 30 days, you'll have a consistent snapshot of how things are being, operationalized or where there might be some sort of gaps.
How is AI changing dealership communication right now?
The way that it's changing is really focusing on the conversation of being able to leverage technology, but understanding at the end of the day, that technology is powered by people. So it's not looking at AI as a replacement for people and utilizing it on a day-to-day basis to do things like removing friction, right? It's going to be handling friction points for customers, but even for members within your dealerships, right? Like after hours calls, like overflows, things from like language barriers, follow-up consistency, summarization, all of these things that can be friction points that as they build up over time, whether it's the course of a few hours, a few days, months, years, etc., are things that can be mitigated by AI. So you're not, looking for let me replace this person with complete automation and utilizing technology. It's how can we enhance the people that we have in place, and how can we enhance the processes and the systems that we're using so that we're able to use our people more effectively.
Can you give me just kind of an AI case study of how dealers should adopt that like right now?
I would say first and foremost, just in terms of implementation and something that you can do that can yield results that you can see in a very cut and dry kind of black and white, is AI assisted call handling and summarization. That's something where you want to know like what's being said, what kind of intent is there, were there calls that were missed opportunities. Let AI capture that intent, the outcomes, and the next steps automatically so that all of the people within your dealership, so that the human elements of your operation can really focus on the customer and not on note-taking.
What are the biggest patterns you're seeing in customer expectations in 2026? And how should dealers adopt their processes to match how people want to buy and service their vehicles today?
For, CallRevu alone, we've seen in 2025, right, over the course of the year, the uptick in talk time was significant. So what is that telling us, right? Our clients are taking more time to build relationships on the phone so that we can try to mitigate the patterns that we're seeing, which is frustration when customers have to repeat themselves, when they have to restart the process, if they have to call back because they're not getting through to someone. So.
Wow, that was a lot of content in a little bit of time. So Keri, thank you so much for dropping that knowledge on our audience today. We really appreciate you.
Of course, happy to share the knowledge.